Hi everyone, I'm Dave Giancola, joined again by Mike Trossel as we take another look at a champion's journey. Jordan Spieth arrived at Chambers Bay for the 2015 US Open just 2 months removed from his first major championship triumph, a wire-to-wire victory in the Masters.
He made it clear from the early going he wasn't content with just one big performance that year, grabbing a share of the lead after 36 holes and hanging on all the way through a wild finish to win the first US Open played in the Pacific Northwest.
Well, let's see how it all happened. Here is every televised shot of Jordan Spieth's 2015 US Open victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2:17 starting time. Please welcome from Dallas, Texas, Jordan Spieth. From Australia, Jason Day.
Firm it up a little bit.
Prepare to fail.
Yeah, this should easily pitch on the front.
Yep.
I don't think I need to smash it.
No, I agree. Yeah. Yep. Just off that top.
Shane, this is Jordan, 169. He's got 7 iron. 192 this hole. This is just heading out to the right a little bit.
Another well-struck iron shot there by Jordan, respecting that left side. Puts it in there. A solid.
To the practice ground. Let's go to the first green. This is the Masters champion.
Jordan Spieth now 20 feet. A little tentative in his first effort here for birdie.
Jason Day made par.
A solid 4 to start his day.
Result.
A good miss.
They're the ones we want. Jordan Spieth. Tee shot on the second.
Yeah, turning that quite a lot down the left side, but 2 is a generous fairway, especially when you pull an iron out.
Well, it looked like he was a little out of sync when he hit it, with his swing. And, it just went a little long, and, it's not a bad shot, a good result. Sometimes it just gets there, and it's okay.
Second shot from Spieth on number 2. Good for distance. Play 9 to learn more as we go down to Spieth on number 2.
Tay already missed his birdie attempt. Spieth with a very aggressive run at it. Always seems to be perfectly hole high, doesn't he?
Jordan Spieth has this for a 4. Jordan Spieth gets his 4. Doesn't do a whole lot wrong, Jordan Spieth.
And Steve, Jordan's just got 9 iron here. I think this is one you want to land about 143 and just hit it a little bit out to the right. You could not miss this left.
Well, this is another hole, Tom Weiskopf, that will vary in length over the 4 days.
It is, and so as that happens and they shrivel and become even finer, the greens will get a little bit glassier.
You see Jordan's long birdie attempt there. Just misjudged his 9 iron off the tee, but runs it up there with 3 feet to save his par.
Played pretty conservative golf. They allowed it to happen.
Now let's see if Jordan Spieth looks at the hole as he tends to do on these short putts. Yeah, you see that, 4 feet. Looking at the hole, takes the focus off.
Back to Jordan Spieth.
So you got a little out in front of that one, obviously leaked it to the right, and that bunker over there is not the place to be. You're going to be playing at least 60 feet, 20 yards there up the hill to the green. Going to be tough to get the ball close to the hole.
Well, before we saw Justin Rose, this was Spieth out of the bunker. You don't want to be off the tee.
Tough to make clean contact here. 20 yards up the hill, but actually a fantastic shot by Jordan. They have a tricky two-putt from there.
He'll be a loud cheer if he can manage to hold this. We saw him just putt sensationally well at the Masters when he won.
It's a very difficult putt, Shane. You can play it about 4 or 5 different ways. And where Jordan's looking, looks like he's going to go kind of straight at it. Probably missed just slightly left, but you could also play it up to where Jason Day is standing almost 30 feet to the right. Catch one of these slopes. This would be a very difficult two-putt.
Still some work to do for the 21-year-old Masters champion.
A putt to get close. I think that's about as close as he could be, about 5 or 6 feet. But pretty flat spot right here.
And here is Jordan Spieth.
Hang on. Wow, big bounce. Down.
Yeah, Jordan's got 183. It's just going to be a 7-iron. He's got a clear line. He's got to carry it some 159 yards at least to carry that bunker.
I didn't trust it, Mike. I didn't trust it. Go hard.
Jordan Spieth at 178 yards.
And Steve, this is going to be a 7-iron. He's in a perfect location to attack this flag.
This is Spieth.
Spieth for par at 6.
And Jordan had a very difficult first putt, Steve. Broke some 20 feet. This is about 5 feet going back up the hill for his par. Should be just 1 inch outside right. Steve Jordan's had some very difficult putts in the last 4 holes. He's had some over 50 feet.
As we go down to the 7th tee, dogleg left to right, up the hill, Jason Day doing his best Jordan Spieth impersonation.
Soft spot, yeah.
And the ball needs to get down, not the place you want to hit it on the 7th through that fairway.
This is a cape hole where you really want to take it down the right-hand side by as much as you can chew, but from this left-hand rough, he's got to go over these mounds. You can't see the putting surface because of the elevation, but also because of these mounds. Didn't seem to matter to him.
The par 5 8th. Spieth lets it go.
Yeah, he did let it go. He low body too fast for him. The club couldn't catch up, so he absolutely flipped it at the bottom a little bit. But you know what? He got away with it. These nice wide fairways have allowed him to escape.
We saw him do that at Augusta. Take a hand off, and all of a sudden he's in the fairway.
Don't you play that way, Joe?
Yeah, I take the hand off all the time.
Needs to keep this second shot just left of that TV tower we see behind the green there. Allow the contours and the slope to kick it back on the front of the green, hopefully.
What a beautiful shot.
Hello. I think he's played here before.
Eagle.
I think he's played here before, Joe.
Yeah, and
He's only got some 4 feet, and he actually got a good read of Justin Rose. And this putt, actually, the last 1.5 feet will try to break left. Very difficult putt to read.
And instead of getting under par with a putt made there, he'll have a tap in for birdie to go to even par. Here is Spieth, even par at the par 3 9.
Joe, today this is playing 192 front, 203. And it is a little bit of breeze back into the player's face. It's a 5-iron.
And we saw that a lot earlier today, Greg.
Size of it. Is it like a gravel or sand? Obviously not, but a stone is a stone.
It's purposely vague.
Okay, well said. Well, there's a beautiful gravel underneath that ball because he executed a great shot. With a 3 metal off the tee.
That fairway gets awfully narrow the closer you get to the green. And with that, the 3 wood, able to find the shorter grass. Pick it up live at the green at 10.
Well, you see absolutely perfect conditions. The flags above the grandstand hardly moving as Jordan steps in here for a birdie from about 12 feet.
You saw him hit it on the right side of the fairway. Great second shot to that spot, but misses his birdie putt.
Jordan Spieth now off the tee on the 11th. 541 yards today. Difficult driving hole. Got to keep it left of what is called a hummock in the right center of the fairway. But that one is absolutely perfect down the left side.
And we go to 11.
Jordan Spieth now after a perfect drive down the left side of the fairway. See there, he's got 188 yards to the hole using the short off the right edge of the green. Perfectly played. Precision iron player as we saw at Augusta earlier this year.
Bleeding over your television set. Here's Spieth for birdie. Trying to get some traction.
Uphill tee shot too, Scott.
Swing that.
Got a good bounce there, just missed the rough. This isn't done yet. And he has no idea where that is now. All he knows is it's close. Good effort.
Here, the uphill 13th, playing 512 yards today, as you see. Jordan Spieth now. A lot of players today electing to go right, trying to get a better angle at the hole location, which is on the front of the green. Got to be careful not to hit it too far up that right side. It can run into the fairway bunker. But that one absolutely perfect for Jordan. Well done there for Jordan. That's 3 birdies in a row. Gets him to 3 under par.
This is a lonely game, and there's nowhere to hide out there, especially at a U.S. Open. Now at 14.
And especially if you're Tiger Woods. Sorry.
No problem, Greg. Spieth from one of the highest points on the golf course down the hill. And, you know, a 528-yard par 4, you'd think we've been playing very difficult. It's almost playing at level par. It's the 12th hardest hole on the golf course, and there's another beautiful drive for Spieth. See if he can make it 4 in a row.
Anybody detecting this 21-year-old getting ultra hot here at the end of his opening round?
Back on the green here. Spieth, a long putt, and this will be really difficult to control the speed. It's back up, then it falls away once he gets over this little hill here. He is the best putter on the tours, made more putts from long distance than anybody else this year. Tough putt, got to give it a hit up the hill. He stops his streak of birdies, but keeps par here. Stay 3 under, 2 back. This guy is mentally tough. Well, you can look at all the stats you want, but it's above his shoulders. It's most impressive, this young man.
Now Spieth.
Jordan Spieth has now chosen an 8-iron. Again, he's going to try to maybe keep the ball down just a little bit. He's heading a little left.
At least able to keep it out of the bunker in that long fescue. Now second shot for Jordan Spieth at 15. Between bunkers. Past the sprinkler. And running away from the hole.
Past the flagstick.
As the Poana starts to come out here later in the day, and this is Spieth for par at 15, and he's looking at Michael Greller, his caddy, as he will tap in for bogey.
And Jordan Spieth with just a 3-iron. His caddy Michael Greller had driver out and talked quite a long time about it. Decided to hit this 3-iron.
Gosh, dang it.
He's headed a little right, guys.
What are you doing?
Hard target.
Spieth second now at 16 out of the right-hand bunker. Not only is he the reigning Masters champion, he's also got the lowest scoring average on the PGA Tour, which will put you in good stead. Keep the lowest scoring average, you're going to do awfully well.
Sounded good.
Caught it pretty cleanly, Greg. We've seen a lot of balls coming up short out of there. Just hard to get it all the way to the flagstick from down there, even though it's only 110 yards or so.
Look how relaxed he looks. He doesn't look like he's going to hit a bad putt.
Up and over. So I'm carrying a little bit of speed.
Just what we talked about, Steve, once it gets going.
Boy, is that good. Confidently hold. He just looks at ease out there to me playing golf.
Yeah, no question. When he sees a lot of putts going in, you're going to see a lot of putts going in because you know you're going to make them.
Back over on 17 now.
Well, Spieth should have a little bit of advantage in watching Day's ball at the end. Looks like the same shot as Day's.
Come on, you knew that.
I didn't know that. Watch his motion, feet tapping, head moving. Putter doesn't stay still for a long time once he gets back there. Lots of stuff going on there. Looked at the hole. It's hard to predict that. Good two-putt. Assist day.
18th tee on this par 5, playing at over 600 yards. It's Spieth.
And straight downwind, Joe, these guys can loosen up their shoulders a little bit and just go at it.
Stop moving left. Stop it.
And into the bunker. One round in the 80s. 2 times so far in 2015. Here's Spieth at 18.
Go hard. Go hard.
And just able to carry the pot bunker they call Chambers' basement that's been added here. Was added in 2012. And I mean, Greg, he just got over it.
No.
Another perfect shot to hold high as we go to 6.
And looking up ahead at Jordan Spieth, this for birdie to get to 3 under.
Well, all in all, Joe, an excellent round for his first round of the U.S. Open Championship. A nice 68 once he taps this in. He's going to be extremely happy the afternoon of a Thursday to post that score for sure.
Trying to become the 6th player to win both the U.S. Open and the Masters in the same year. Let's take you down to Charles Davis.
All right, Joe, thank you very much. Jordan Spieth got done 2 under. How'd you feel about the round overall, about how you played it and how you attacked it?
It was a good solid day. I mean, shoot 2 under at the U.S. Open. I would have signed for it before the day started. I thought Mike and I did some great work.
As you went out here to play this course today, everybody's talked about the course and what it might give you. Was it a course that you could attack, or did you have to be patient, or was it a little bit of both?
We had to be patient on the front 9. The front 9 was definitely the harder 9. There was really only 2 scoreable holes. And then you could take advantage a little bit on the back. I got a couple really nice bounces off slopes that led to a couple shorter length eagle putts to give me some tap in. So that was nice in the middle of the round. Other than that, some really good solid 2 putts from long range.
The afternoon played tougher for everyone. You had one of the lower rounds of the day, along with Jason Day, as you guys have finished up. But as you approach tomorrow morning, what are your thoughts going into it? Game plan the same?
Yeah, I watched some of the coverage this morning. I saw that balls were actually spinning a little bit, and hopefully that's the same for us tomorrow. I think, you still have to be very patient. I think another 2 under round would be a great goal.
All right, thank you very much, Jordan. Joe?
Already underway, the Masters champion. He started on the 10th hole. This was his approach. Just looking for a high cut. And that's what can happen here at Chambers Bay, just to perfection. Beautiful approach from Jordan Spieth, the 21-year-old from Dallas, Texas, sets up a birdie opportunity on his opening hole, and we've seen some spectacular putting from him this year. Beautiful touch. He moves to 3 under par and just 2 behind. Now a moment ago on 12, which is the drivable par 4. Good looking drive. Now what is going to be the effect of the green? Well, he's safely on. He's got an eagle opportunity. So Jordan Spieth off to a hot start in round 2 at Chambers Bay.
Jordan Spieth back at 12 for his eagle. See the creativity involved.
Just so much fun to watch. I think the only other time of the year we get to see this type of creativity is at Augusta National.
They're literally standing on the front of the green watching these guys putt out.
Let's see where his eyes go here. He's looking up at the hole. That is uncharacteristic of Jordan.
Jordan Spieth is on 3 under.
This is going to be a 6-iron. And again, this hole location is 40 on from the front, so it's way in the back. And, you definitely do not want to go over this today.
Even though it says he's 216 yards, he's probably only trying to land at 190 yards. See how much the ball releases toward the back of the green. So much moving here at 13. You see actually how clean that putting surface looks. One of the newly redesigned greens here. Now back at a 13 with Jordan Spieth.
And Steve, as you were saying, this is right on the top of a crown. So uphill all the way to the hole, and then it'll actually work itself back towards the back of the green. Very difficult to judge the speed here. Jordan's been having a lot of long putts the last 2 days, and 2-putted all of them, but just one yesterday. Only 1 3-putt.
Yeah, Scott, you know, he has such good speed with his putts.
To another solid start today, birdieing the first hole, number 10.
It looks like Jordan wants to go left of that bunker by the way he's set up here. Another balanced swing from Jordan.
See, now that ball will get significantly closer to the green. May not look like a lot on camera, but that left side straightens out this hole quite a bit.
Now Jordan Spieth with 7 iron from 178. There's a slight breeze out of the player's left, just a little bit back into him.
Champion, the only man in the field who can achieve the Grand Slam this year, having won the first major of 2015. And Jordan Spieth has this for a birdie.
Well, we saw that a lot yesterday. Another great mid-range putt from Jordan.
Let's go down Scott McCarron on the 15th tee, downhill par 3.
Yeah, Jordan's got wedge out right now. This is 144 yards, but it's playing down 14. So effectively 130 yards. Slightly back into a little breeze.
Yeah, Scott, you see our graphic there, just 2, 3, 4 miles an hour of wind. Yesterday evening, it's a little difficult to pull the right club for the guys with the 10, 12 mile an hour breeze back to that left hole. This pretty generous hole location with just a pitching wedge. See, respecting the right edge of the green there. Right miss is not the place to go. It's going to be a quick downhill putt with a lot of break to the right.
Chambers Bay, but Dustin Johnson has been joined by Brian Campbell at the top. A moment ago, Jordan Spieth. Well, we know that he's one of the best putters in the world. And that's a great one from Spieth. The Masters champion, ranked 2nd in putting on the tour. Significantly faster than the course, so it's very hard for them to adjust.
Yeah, we heard Phil mention that and Jordan Spieth yesterday. Jordan going with driver here on the 16th. Love his animation once he strikes the ball, but that's not going to be a good angle into that hole location. 416-yard hole. Important to get the ball in the fairway.
Yeah, Jordan's got a very difficult lie. Fescue left this golf ball. It needs to sit down. It's going to kick hard.
That's what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about.
Over there, David.
He was removing a stone, which is a local rule, and it's treated as a movable obstruction. Usually it's a loose impediment, but he was entitled to do that.
He was entitled to do it, and look what he did. Jordan Spieth now has this for his par 4.
Oh, what a great up and down that was. The shot came out of the fairway, he misjudged it, came out fast.
Lensing that it's very dry on the top of those humps. Now Jordan Spieth.
This is 7-iron from 226.
He good.
7-iron 226, folks. He's probably only trying to land at 200 yards, but what a fantastic golf shot by Jordan, in such command of his game right now. Jordan now from, looks like about 8 feet. Moves into the lead. One clear of Dustin Johnson and Henrik Stenson. Our leader now on 18T.
Uh-oh. A little left there.
See our ball tracer there. Perched top outside the bunker there. You see he's not that happy, especially as a par 4. It's going to be a tough par here on the 18th.
198 front, that's an 8-iron, so he's trying to hit a real big jumper out of this fescue.
Yeah, that fescue dries out. You can get some hot shots coming out of him without spin. Is that a mishit, Scott?
That was an absolute skull right in the forehead there.
See what Chambers Bay can do to you if you put the ball out of position. Let's look at where his second shot was from. See, looking back on 18. This is where his drive ended up. Hits the lip. Just trying to pitch out, make the smart play, but left himself that tough third.
Take long here, and at the worst case, if it just kind of goes to the base of the hill, you've got an 8-footer or something like that.
Caught that one. It sounded maybe a little bit heavier than he anticipated or wanted to. See, he didn't get it quite as far behind like you were talking about, Scott, and was not able to utilize the slope to get it close. So now he's got looks like about a 16-footer for his bogey here at 18.
Over, which was a very aggressive play. Didn't really need to do that.
Creeping. Just didn't leave himself a putt he could really be aggressive with there, obviously, but double bogey 6 at number 18 drops him back to 4 under par.
Now, this is the first hole. It's the 10th, though, for Jordan Spieth, who's chasing history this week, looking for major 2 of the year.
And they're playing number 1 as a par 5 today. So this is a good opportunity to get something back that he just gave up there on 18.
That'll end up okay. The edge of the fescue. Just going to be a layup anyway at 593 yards.
Over 14,400 feet high. Towering over the region. This man was towering over the field for a brief period until a nasty double on his 9th hole.
That was a good layup there. He had nothing else to do.
While you're away, Jordan Spieth was making his way down this first hole. It's his 10th. This is his 3rd shot.
Hard to be too aggressive here into this whole location. You see if it gets a little left. That's got to be careful. Just hangs on, not much left of that, and he runs 40 yards away down the slope. Jordan Spieth now at 1. We saw that 3rd shot. Just hang up. Well hold. You see just the aggressiveness and the pace, Corey, with which he's running in putts. That's why he's playing so well.
Well, he's so confident. He believes he's going to hit every putt on the exact line he wants.
Dinger or a little low hard one, it's going to run and run and run.
Jordan Spieth now.
And there's a 3-iron. And the breeze is a little bit back into the player's face, so it's going to leave him a little bit longer shot. Second shot.
Second fairway with a pretty significant mound in the middle, and I think they're just trying to let the ball run along the side of that mound as opposed to landing something on top of it where you could get a pretty significant kick in either direction.
Be breaking just slightly to his right. This green just falls from the front to the back.
Good look here. See how the undulation takes this ball. Didn't quite take the break that Jordan anticipated, but a good, firm, aggressive roll.
I think you should have listened to Scott there. It just broke a little right, not a lot right to the right. So
Spieth now trying to clean up his par. You see co-leader at 5 under par thus far.
So Spieth tied for the lead with Dustin Johnson and Henrik Stenson, who have yet to set out on their mission in round 2.
Left side of the bunker, and this is a 5-iron. Again, if he can just land it about 195 yards, just out to the right. Should take that slope.
Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Soft. Soft.
Slow down just a little bit, catch that ridge. Yeah. And this could turn out beautifully for Jordan.
very well played shot there. And a nice high draw to the right. Let it just come down.
They get a little bumpier.
Exactly.
Now Jordan Spieth, after that great iron shot, good 5-iron in there.
Came up and out of that one a little quick. He knew right away that he pushed it.
Tend to do that on left or righters, don't right-handers.
Playing up 13 to 189, so it's going to be a 6-iron, Brad.
Super lucky. Super lucky. Where did funnel off to there?
I think behind it, to the right.
Bunker?
Yeah.
Got to plop it up there, doesn't he?
Yeah, Brad, he's just got to get it out of the bunker and let the slope just take it down to this hole.
Yeah, excellent shot, good feel, good touch.
The hole and just open the blade a little bit, missed to the right.
Nicely done there, good 4. 4 is good on this hole anytime.
Movement to these surfaces.
Pick it up at 5 with Jordan Spieth, co-leader.
He's playing a little bit shorter today, Joe, than yesterday, 486. And yesterday they played at 503. Excellent tee shot. Makes his second shot a little problematic. That whole location on 5 today is down to the left. Or either that, cut it back into the wind, boys.
It's a 6-iron from 185.
A little more. Just an ounce more. Bounce hard. Dang it, Jordan. Come on. One place you can't go. Don't hit it there.
His ball is a little bit of a cushion. He was ready to go. Played that very quickly. Absolutely right, Scott. And sometimes in the back of your mind when you're being told to speed up, puts a little bit more pressure, but he just drains that beautifully. Boy, he holds out well from 10, 12, 15 feet. Scott?
He sure does. I watched him on the practice green the other day, and he putted quick. I don't think he can get it all the way back to this whole location, but he can get it somewhere in the front, middle part of the green.
So that way up in the air, as you said, Scott. Second ball he's hit. this week. Jason Day returning the favor again.
At the Shell Houston Open this year and back to 6.
After a little teach of Justin Rose. I wonder if the Aussie learned out of those two and can make it.
His pace has been so good on those longish putts, Greg.
Enough.
It's an aggressive line.
Well, you heard Day go, Again, he didn't quite fly as far as he wanted to, but we've seen a lot of players have good lines in there, Greg, and still be able to get it there.
You better clip this clean.
They'll tell you how he hit it, won't he? Very nicely done out of there. He will have that so difficult putt back down the hill. I mean, not quite as hard as Summer Hayes' putt, but still.
We do have a little bumpiness, but all in all, as the greens do get drier, they do get smoother.
And each green pretty much putts the same speed, Mike, correct?
Correct. Speed is the same. That's exactly right, Greg. It's just, as I say, different types of grasses. You know, a lot of viewers out there, you play in maybe bent grass greens that have poana, but it's the same coloration, so you don't see that. But here, the fescue is a different color than the poana, and it really does stick out. You're looking at all fescue there. They're putting greens, fairways, and then the roughs all find fescue. You simply don't see that at other courses where it's all the same grass.
Spieth has come close last couple of holes of rolling a birdie putt in, just missing that one, tapping in for par.
No, that was for bogey, Joe. He hit his first putt well by the hole from above the slope. And he's angry at himself. And
oh, that is it. Whoa, good shot. Oh, yeah.
Greg, I've been impressed with how Spieth worked the ball both ways off the tee. You know, he can curve the ball on this hole, which you really want to do around the corner.
And with the weak left-hand grip too, Brad. Not as far as Jim.
Now after a beautiful drive up the 8th. Swing got ahead of it. Looked, his arms looked late getting into it. Dangerously down the right side, but not the worst place to be.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a lot worse than that, Steve.
The left, but he looks like he's aiming right at it, just about 40 yards. Little pitch.
Cut. Well played off that tight fescue. Just about 6 feet beyond the hole. Good putt, just a little bit too much break. Anticipated maybe, but good effort. Putting well. Obviously have to be to be in the lead of near the lead of a U.S. Open championship. That one wiggled in there. You see it popped out of that little imperfect.
From 237 yards, 106 feet. The whole location. And another beautiful iron shot.
But it sort of conjures up an image of a marathoner having to crawl across the line to finish.
A birdie for Spieth, which seems insignificant at the moment, but that ties him for the lead here around today of 67. 5 under for the championship. Let's go down to Holly Saunders.
All right, thanks so much, Jordan. We're trying to get everything set here. I just pulled you off the golf course. Now, what happened with Jason Day on number 9?
I turned around and he was laying down there. All all I heard was it was dizziness. I think coming into the week he was a little under the weather, but not really sure. Just wanted to kind of keep the cameras away and make sure he got the right treatment. And for him to go finish the round, he could barely even walk when he got up, so it was pretty strong of him.
Were there any precursors during the round that maybe made you think this guy isn't feeling well?
I didn't notice any, no, and I played a lot of golf with Jason, but didn't notice much. It just kind of, I think, came out of nowhere.
Where's your head at right now? Heading into tomorrow with the lead, but where's your head at after all that?
Hey, I was happy that I could get back up and make that putt to finish and have a strong finish. But first and foremost, it's good that that he's healthy. But I'll be able to regroup now. I've got a lot of time before I tee off tomorrow, so get back, get a good game plan together because the course is going to get harder and harder.
What was Jason's mood like in the scoring trailer?
It was fine. He didn't say much. He was just signed the card. Justin and I were both telling him, to get some rest and water and whatnot. But, other than that, there wasn't anything different.
Again, you head into the weekend with the lead. What makes it different this time? Anything?
I don't know. The golf course is certainly different. At Augusta, I had a significant lead, and I'll probably be, a couple behind, maybe tied for the lead at best. But this golf course, I'm going to have to be a little bit more patient. I was able to attack some of Augusta this year, and I've got to find my driver a little bit.
All right, nice playing as always, Jordan. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Send it back to you.
From Dallas, Texas, Jordan Spieth.
These two played together 2014 Ryder Cup, teamed up to go 2-0-1 in that losing effort.
Maybe a little nerves for both of them, Joe. Understandably so.
If it's short.
Like if it's short of that, it'll stay right there in that ball?
If it's short of it, yes. Yep.
I think they finally figured out what to do here. He has a 7-iron in his hand. So obviously trying to keep it right. And if they're talking about keeping it short is better than going certainly left.
Sounds hard. Oh, that's what I mean right there. Stop.
Third shot for co-leader Spieth.
Choosing to pitch the ball, get some spin on it, controlling it that way. Many options of doing it. That was done beautifully. Back to the right from there.
Now Spieth for par. Only 21 years old. The Masters champion, Jordan Spieth.
It's all serious, had his earphones on. That's just the difference in their personalities.
Nice strike there. A little bit of a draw. I think these guys have similar games.
That's probably why they played together.
Thought that might have come out quicker. Spieth.
This is from 156. I'll tell you from where Jordan is, it looks like he cannot get this close. The way he's looking, he must have hit it right at it and spin it.
There's a 9-iron, and that's the only play he had, Corey, from that angle.
Yeah, I couldn't see how you could get it close. These greens are getting very firm, and there's not much area to hit it to over there on the left. Walking on these greens out here today, they are very, very dry, but they're smooth. But boy, the ball can just get away from you very easily.
37-footer. Look at that. Can it just be lucky that you're the best putter from that distance on the tour? Or do you practice a lot and make a lot of them? The leader on the PGA Tour. from putts that distance.
Here we are, Jordan Spieth. Just a smooth 8-iron for him here. Doesn't like it. Let's see why. Watch this ball. Meander all the way to the left side of the green. Very good for yesterday, but
there went down the hill. It's a very good place to putt from. Straight uphill. It's going to move a little bit from left to right as it goes up the hill. But it's a good lead for him.
yeah, 40 feet, Corey. He likes those long-range putts, as we saw him run that one in on number 2. So go to his right just a little bit. Looks like another one.
You've got to be kidding me.
He's found his range, Corey. Play conservatively, leave it in the middle of the greens, and just let the putter do the talking.
The man can roll his ball, can't he?
Left's the high side. Pick that tee up quickly. Beautiful high ball flight. You know, he's hit some draws and fades. He's really good at moving the ball around, depending on the hole he's playing.
Yeah, we're more than that. I just don't think we'll go wrong from there.
I think one more is a lot. I got some adrenaline. I got it. All right. Yeah, I think it's perfect.
All right, you good rip. Got that target?
Yeah, it should be straight down, maybe a smidge off the left.
Correct. Yep.
Yards.
Off on the pitch. Softly. Softly. Lay over. A lot of club.
You heard him say a lot of club there. They were trying to decide how much is this slope going to change the shot. He said 180. See if he can navigate his way down this hill.
He's aiming about 6-7 feet right of the hole here. It's going to bring it off the hill. Didn't hit it hard enough.
You know, I don't want to hit it that hard.
This putt doesn't look like it does much. Might just fall a little bit left. It's one of those putts that's very hard to read out here. It's right at the valley. It's hard to tell. It looks like it should go right because there's so much slope coming from the right, but it's right at the bottom.
Corey Brady looks like he hit a pretty good putt there. Probably just carried a little bit too much speed because it came off the putter face beautiful.
Looked like he was aiming out the right. You know, I was just going to say, you guys, you know, when the grass looks like it's dying or feels like it's kind of dirt and there's less friction, I know when you hit the ball slower, it's supposed to break more, but sometimes I feel like they slide and they just don't take the contour.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Brandon. They almost like skip. And it feels like the ball doesn't grab the ground and take that little bit of break that you think it's going to take.
And this is no gimme, by the way.
Yeah, you both are right. And how many times have we all hit that perfect putt where you get that perfect roll, you know, vertical roll? The ball doesn't break as much as we think.
Yep. It looked good there. I think you're right, Greg. It just hit a little too hard.
Take his 3-wood down there, and that is the 7th tee at Kron-Circier, Montana, Switzerland. Doesn't like that, obviously.
The view's nice. The result for Spieth is not so nice. Now Spieth.
Yeah, no easy shot either.
Yeah, Jordan's in the rough. He drew a pretty good lie. It should come out fine, but controlling it. Sorry, he said too much. Either overhooked it or hit it too far.
Just that mound and feel it.
like a little hot.
Yeah, I think that was the tough part about that lie, Greg. He had the grass going right into him, and he had to make sure he hit it hard to get through it.
Beautiful speed, beautiful touch.
Not sure if I've ever said this before, but that was a smart putt.
And now tied for the lead with Brandon Grace.
Back on the tee at 6 with Jordan Spieth. See him playing a draw to keep it down the left side. May have overcooked it just a hair. Good straight kick. Now he's going to have a great angle in. Get that ball running. Really drying out Chambers Bay.
In his hand. The breeze is coming right to left, and maybe a touch of help. I just look for this ball in the middle of the green, just try to draw it. Maybe it'll work to the help.
You guys just hold the phones back there, please. Hey, just keep them on silent, please. Thank you. All right, let's reset. See that between those two towers.
Just did the absolute right thing there. Stop, regroup, start over.
Nice controlled finish there for Jordan. Nice golf shot there. Showed the discipline to back off. It's caddy Michael Greller.
I think he's due for a mid-ranger, don't you think?
In the hole!
Rode absolutely perfectly. Back into the lead after a birdie at 6 now for Jordan Spieth.
About that this week, about the unevenness of these tees.
Slide down. Easy. Wow, how about that straight? Killing it. Thanks.
I'm trying to figure this one out for a while. This ball is actually sitting up, but it's in a bit of a bird's nest, so it's really hard to predict how this is going to come out. It is 190.
Wow, he open club face, open stance to try and get some loft on this. Boy, did he judge this right. Unbelievable.
That was so good.
28-year-old Irishman to Justin Rose, the Englishman.
22-footer for birdie.
He's quick. Boy, Brad, that's one of the few putts I've looked at out here. That
hole while he was hitting the stroke. We've seen that. We're familiar with that now. Have you seen a pattern today?
Yeah, he's kind of sticking with what he normally does. You know, he's this one is kind of on the edge of that. I'm not sure if he'll look up at this one or not.
7.5-footer. No practice stroke.
Head down on that one.
Head down with a little bit of a pull. That
it looked like he let that one turn over, didn't it, Brad?
Yeah, it definitely started left to where his face was aimed, and that's what he and Cameron McCormack, his instructor, they've been working on a lot lately. It's just making sure the ball's going where he's aiming the face.
Spieth, bogey on 7, his tee shot here, the par 5.
Baba Booey!
See, absolutely perfect. Loves that. Great trajectory. See how much run now he gets on that ball. Oh, big hop. 10 feet in the air. Ground is so firm. Look at that. All the way across the fairway. Thought that was perfect up the left-hand edge, and now he's over in the right-hand rough. Jordan After a long wait for Jordan Spieth, now he's ready for his second.
Jordan drew a tricky lie in the bunker. The grass is going left to right. He has a 3-iron in his hand. He's going to just try to squeeze something up left side. Hopefully it'll run up there.
All right. He just saw a good indication of the fly of that ball. Kind of a knuckleball with the draw. Fighting to get to the front. Gotta be careful though. Gravity's taking over, pulling it down into that collection area. Jordan's third shot now at the 8th. See, he goes aggressively at it, doesn't throw it too far behind it.
It's a very good place. Keeps trickling back towards the hole. Very, very well played shot.
Only player in the field without a bogey today. Here's Spieth.
6.5 feet there. Just hard to get the speed and the line right.
Yeah, Steve, that was the first one. It looked like he was a long backswing and decelerated through the ball.
Bunker left.
I finished discussing this bunker shot here. I think he just has to hit this up to the left a little bit and let it spin down to the right. It's right into the wind so he can loft this up in the air. Oh, he went low. Run it up.
It's not going to go, is it?
Yeah, Corey, that was an interesting selection. I know he went back to his golf bag and changed clubs there. And Corey, very similar line that we just saw Dustin make. Not a chance. Stroke looked a little quick.
Did look quick. He came up and out of that one very quickly. It's not like Jordan to do that. After he made those 2 bombs and the other 15-footer, he's hit some putts that he wish he could strike over again.
Only 2 pars for Jordan on the first 9. Now Spieth. Reed went right, Spieth goes left.
Run it up there. Good solid stance.
That might be long, but it's right at it.
What a shot.
Yeah, fantastic shot.
Spieth. Yeah, that long birdie attempt after the shot out of the long fescue left.
He'll punch and go to his left and then maybe back to the right at the end.
What a great effort. And he will have this putt for par at 10.
There's a big sigh of relief, I'm sure, inside of Jordan Spieth's body.
Jordan and Michael Greller there coming up with their strategy for this tee shot. Just a little draw to left center of the fairway. Is their hope.
Yeah, Steve, I think he has to keep this left of the hummock today. I don't think he can carry that hummock of the winds into his face a little bit.
Get right of it.
Left to right.
Of it.
Now he's waiting for it to go right of it.
No, it got stuck in it. It's in the long fescue on the right side of the hummock.
Jordan Spieth here on the hummock, as it's called. Just hacking it out of there. That grass is so thick. Lucky to actually even find his ball. Take your medicine, get it back in play. Hopefully get it up and down for a par.
As we go to Jordan Spieth at number 11.
His third shot now from 145 yards.
Down.
see him on the whole golf course.
Jordan has this 14-footer now to save his par. Be careful.
And again, Steve, he's up and out of it very quickly, isn't he?
Yeah, seems very anxious right now, Greg. Well, guys, we've all played enough major championship golf to know when the greens get this quick and firm. Hard to be courageous on the greens.
Jordan Spieth going at the screen with driver. Gotta hit it hard today for him to reach.
Okay. Thanks. Get all the way over to the left.
The tracer there.
Get all the way over. Get up.
Johnson's got to get over that little ridge to stay. It's not a little ridge. That's not staying.
Stay on the green.
Playing partner Patrick Reed just chipped it from right nearby.
I like this play, Brad. I like putting it up there. He's going to go left. And that's going to have to go, I think.
Nobody's got it near the hole from back here.
I don't think he's going to get up the ridge. Not sure. It's going to stay.
Yeah.
Not bad. He's got a nice uphill putt at any rate.
I'd rather have that putt, Corey, than where Patrick Reed hit his pitch. Will we look at the hole? Yeah, that's a good putt. If you guys have missed that one. It's not feeling good walking away. You can see from his reaction.
What you don't see is the 106-yard wide fairway, widest in U.S. Open history, because it's hidden by that mound quite a bit, but that is absolutely perfect. Down the right-hand side where Brandon Grace was a moment ago. Jordan Spieth's second shot now.
You're the man, Jordan!
Is it 8-iron?
8-iron from 187 yards. Hard to get it all the way back there, but chases out like that.
Now Spieth.
Yeah, Jordan a long way here. Up to slope on 13 from 37 feet. 13's been giving these final groups problems. Good hole just to get out of with a par. Really like his attitude. Acknowledges the crowd. Goes about his business.
Back on 14 with Jordan. Likes that. I gotta believe that there's a little bit of combination with this final pairing of some nerves, just some uncertainty in the golf course, and certainly the more difficult golf course that we've seen all week. Jordan Spieth from 185, 50 yards behind where Dustin Johnson just hit.
That was an 8-iron for Jordan.
That's back, let them sit. No way. You see those white dots as the green's edge. Oh, man, he doesn't know. Maybe he does. Here a fan yells stupid. That's what it was from well beyond the green. Unlucky. Gonna be holding his breath there for a second. Now work to do. He deserves that. Too many good shots that hole left to work that hard. That's what the U.S. Open does to you.
Spieth at 15, the par 3.
Great start! Jordan!
It's a 5-iron. It's a 252.
We've seen this come back. Spieth for birdie at 15. Got it.
Well, that's a lot of grind for Jordan. He's had a tough stretch from 7 through 14. Finally got a putt to go in.
And now we've got yet another at 4 under par.
Okay, we'll see what kind of bounce he's got. Taking care of the hard part. He's coming hard. He's going to really need a little help. Not the longest hitter, but fantastic shot. That one stays there. He's giving it a big wide berth out to the right, as Corey said. A little short. Just hard to judge the pace perfectly. You want to pick a spot at the top of that slope.
That's a good helmet. The crow's flying over the screen right now.
Dustin Johnson, 3-putted in the group before after driving the green. Now Jordan Spieth wasting a great opportunity to take the lead here at 16.
Yeah, Steve, it looks like nobody wants to take the lead, actually.
Greg's just getting really tricky out here.
Can he find the right distance here?
Can he stop it up there, Brad?
It's got to be hit perfectly, Corey. There's only 5 yards to carry over that bunker.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, he can stop it. Great control.
Boy, that hit right on the upslope over the bunker. He's going to try to hit it right at the second bunker. Wind is blowing very hard. You can't feel it up there on the tee. The bleachers next to them are blocking the wind.
Decent line. Decent line.
In the bunker. And now Spieth. Second shot.
Said it all. He just has to hit it shy of 195. He's laid up beautifully right there. It's a good spot.
Sand was so thick.
With a birdie here, would have the outright lead after 54 holes.
And he's far enough back down to put a lot of spin on this.
Brilliant.
Good job.
I thought it was brilliant how he...
That was dicey, man. I couldn't even get my putter on the ground. Mike, come here. Talk to me. Talk to me, buddy. Yep. Just got right center, man. Just a little bit right to the left. Yep. Keep going. Ready? Yep. Going in. Come on.
That was a good, gutsy performance there. He didn't play well, but I love that last word to himself just before he stepped up to the putt and said, come on.
Today, but all that matters is you are tied for the lead again heading into the major championship.
Yeah, 4 3-putts today. 2 of them, there's not much I could do about, but the other 2 were unforced. And all in all, like you said, it was just a little bit off, but plenty of birdies. So just need to limit the mistakes tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the world will be focused on you completing the second leg of your career Grand Slam. Do you think about it this way at all?
Not really, no. A little bit here and there, just because I'd like to win 2 in a row. But tomorrow, once I get out on the golf course, I'll just be focused on the round and how to separate myself from the pack.
And given how difficult Chambers Bay has been playing during these afternoon rounds, do you think it will be just as much of a mental test as it is a golfing test tomorrow?
I think so, yeah. I mean, you're just going to have to take your medicine sometimes. I tried to force a couple shots today when I should have played it into a bunker, have an easier par. That's just kind of what this course does. If you don't position it well off the tee, you've really got to work hard for a par. So I'm going to need to drive the ball a little bit better in order to win.
It's a little more serious Jordan Spieth than I'm used to seeing right now.
Yeah, sorry, I'm fresh off the green, and that was a grind on the back nine, let me tell you.
You mean business
for
tomorrow on Sunday. All right, send it back to you, Joe and Greg.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2:48 starting time. Please welcome from Dallas, Texas, Jordan Spieth.
Third time that Jordan has led or co-led a major through 54 holes. Runner-up last year at the Masters, winner this year.
Yep.
Here he is at the U.S. Open.
Make sure you get it just past his flag. You can put back up the hill. He's got 7 iron for 166.
Get to the front.
Okay, real nice.
Wow. Beautiful shot. For him, mark his ball. It's allowable, but Jason wants to do it himself. This for birdie. The co-leader Spieth up ahead of 1.
And I asked Jason that question, and he said, I'm very meticulous.
This for par. A 3-putt from Jordan Spieth to start his day if he makes this.
Spieth again out of the left-hander up with 177 yards. Really a little choice from that side.
It does play downhill about 6 yards, but there's just a slight breeze back into the player's face. But this is one you can probably land it about 5 yards short, and it should actually stop here today.
Little back into a northerly breeze today, so it should land softer. Flies well beyond the flagstick. Back on that burnt out, dried out fescue. Just flew it too far. It's a difficult 2-putt now. Jordan now just shy of 60 feet. Back up the hill. This was just a moment ago while Dustin was putting. That's a great leg up there.
And Brad, this is hooked over. Could get in that left fescue.
Oh, yeah. Scotty flyer line.
Actually, Brad, the line is really good.
Get to the bunker up there. Get to the bunker up there.
Can't help but think
that's okay. I didn't even know if it did 20 yards from there. Oh, I hit it. Huh? Just hit it terrible.
Here at 5. Second shot for Spieth. Asking it not to plug.
You know,
must have thought he was going to be short.
Yeah, that tells you how he feels his golf swing is a little off.
Now over to 5.
Spieth for birdie. Here is Spieth at 6.
Ideal tee shot on this. Long goes down the left side of the fairway.
Thanks.
Swing there by Jordan. Try and get on track here today.
Drive, Jordan.
6 fairway.
And Steve, after a beautiful drive, it's just a 7-iron back into the breeze. And the players in this group have been warned. They are about a hole and a half behind. So they're going to have to speed it up just a little bit.
From 167 yards. Struck iron shot, landed it hole high. .24-footer. Fellow competitor Brandon Grace already finished out his par. Now it's Jordan Spieth at 7.
From the left-hand rough.
Brad, this is just a pitching wedge from 118 yards. Very difficult to control the spin, but it's on a good line.
Just past the hole. Can he use the ridge? He's trying. You can tell the crowd's anticipation. Spieth's birdie putt on 7. Scott, could he have learned anything?
He could have. It's a very fast putt, Brad, and it breaks quite a bit more than players flying.
Earlier at 8, Jordan Spieth 2nd. Reachable par 5. You see him swinging it out to the right, trying to turn that draw in. He's done it perfectly.
He's had a much better looking swing from the top. Down to impact too, Steve.
Gonna have a good look at Eagle. Kickstart his round a little bit. Now Jordan off to a slow start today, but if he runs this in, as you see from 25 feet 8 inches, he's got to share the lead. One back. Back to even par on the day.
We have Jordan Spieth, 203 yards.
Trying to use the backboard here. Coming off that birdie at 8.
Gotta slow down.
Back to 9 and Jordan Spieth.
And Joe, this from just 13 feet. Coming back up the hill, breaking to the right for the share of the lead.
Scott, you seeing him doing anything down there? He seems like he's just a little off, even though he's only 1 shot off the lead. He's not as consistent or sharp as what he normally is.
You know, Greg, the only thing I've seen is a little quick with his driver and the swings he's been taking from the top. And it seems like the putters just move a little quickly too. He's usually got such nice rhythm and tempo with the putter.
Yeah, I agree with you. It looks that way from here too. He's just a little bit fast off the ball.
And now Jordan Spieth at 10. Brandon Grace already in the fairway.
Into his face out of the left.
ahead, Jordan Spieth. This for birdie at 10. Right now, 2 back.
Had a long one at that, too. Up the hill. The 6th fairway, and he missed the 6th green, but outside of that, he's been in total control. Even his putting, there just doesn't seem like there's any stress on his game as we watch Jordan knock in his par putt on number 10. But he just doesn't seem like he has any stress. They're all shot well, and Adam just shot the low round of the week. If you watch Jordan.
Sit down, the 11th. Perfectly placed.
Back to the 10th green. We go up ahead to 11.
Now Jordan Spieth second.
This is 6 iron, Steve. Just got to hit it right in that right crease.
211 yards, Scott. The 11th's the hardest hole on the golf course today at 541 yards. Good shot there.
It is what it is, and I'm sure he's learned a lot from there.
Jordan over this 28-footer. See with the enhancements there, he's got to go over that little slope now to feed down to the hole. Another good putt. That's all you can do. Put a good stroke on it and hope it holds its line.
Back on the 12th, Jordan Spieth. Good shape for his right to left.
Sit down, ball. Down. Down flat. Easy. Easy.
Low hooking 3-woods don't sit down easy, but
that's what Lee Trevino used to say. Brad Wright, you can't talk to a hook.
We're at 12 now.
Spieth's eagle putt, and boy, he could go 2 ways here, maybe.
And Brad, I've got my well, a little bit late now, but
that's an unbelievable touch.
That might be the best putt you've seen all day from back there.
Jordan Spieth off the tee. Brandon Grace already in the fairway. Swing there by Jordan. 529 yards today. 13. Widest fairway in Open history. Over 100 yards wide. Jordan Spieth now his second at 13. It's a 6 iron.
Go.
Green sits 10 yards above. Jordan Spieth now looking over this 28-footer for birdie.
But Steve, this should be coming just down the hill. It comes over a little rise and should just fall slightly to the right.
Yeah, Jordan held the lead yesterday. It's -7 for the championship through 8 holes.
Well, we're 100% so far. You, Scotty Mac, what would you do? And Julie?
I always try to hit down on it. I guess that's why I'm talking about golf and not playing right now.
Hit up on it. I hit up on it.
Good job. Good concentration there. Man. As hard as I've ever hit a golf ball.
Perfect drive.
Look at 129 yards. I love Greller's affirmations for him. So good at giving positive thoughts.
Brad, this is just a pitching wedge, just a little bit back into the breeze.
And with those positive thoughts from Michael Greller, his caddy, who was a caddy here back when this place opened. A teacher in the area, worked here during the summer to make some extra money.
Yep, exactly.
For the lead.
Brad, this putt just comes up the hill. I'll just try to kick it right off this high point. The last 2 feet should go a little left.
Right center goes in?
Yeah, there was.
Really lucky.
No luck for Spieth, who has played holes 15 through 18 at even par this week.
Long time to get himself settled.
Very good.
Clutch.
Good swing there. Hoping for a good kick now. Creeping up on the front of the green, needs to just settle right there. Okay. An awkward little angle here for Jordan.
And Steve, Jordan's ball's just past a sprinkler head, but he's going to leave it there because it's got such a good lie.
Check up on him. Just caught the ball a little too cleanly.
This week. Come on.
About 19 feet now for Jordan. 4 feet of break to his right.
This is 6-iron, guys. This is headed well right.
Catch the ball.
That looked like Grace's swing off the last tee.
Do you think there's a little bit of nerves out there, Brad?
This is a fast commuter train going by. His only option.
Smart play.
real soft. It's not soft. That was it might stay short.
Yeah, he's going to be okay.
It stays short of the bunker.
And a little bit on the upslope with that drain, Joe. That's going to help him tremendously for his second shot.
Hit it, wind. Hit it, wind. Any wind up there, hit it a little bit. Just a little bit.
What a shot.
Awesome shot.
Yeah, you're right. Awesome shots. You don't think this kid hasn't got it?
And here comes Spieth at 18. With an eagle putt coming.
And I wouldn't think there's anybody sitting down. Any 6,000 people are sitting down.
One-shot lead at the moment, but the door is open for Dustin Johnson.
Exactly why Jason Day asked him what would finish out.
Now Johnson's got to make this to force the playoff. If he does, it's 18 holes tomorrow. Jordan Spieth has won the US Open.
Oh, I'm so proud.
Don't cry on me.
I'm not. I'm shocked. What's up?
Congratulations.
Wow. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
And we had
ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tom O'Toole Jr., and I am the president of the United States Golf Association. Please join me in welcoming the 115th United States Open champion, Jordan Spieth. We have experienced an exciting and historic week here at Chambers Bay. It has truly been an honor to conduct our National Open Championship in the state of Washington and in the Pacific Northwest for the first time ever. Jordan, I'm honored to present you with two distinguished awards. First is the Jack Nicklaus Gold Medal, which has been presented to each United States Open champion since 1895, and was in 2012 named in honor of four-time United States Open champion Jack Nicklaus. And second, I present you with the United States Open Trophy, the time-honored emblem of our national championship. Congratulations.
Jordan Spieth. Let him hear it one more time. Jordan Spieth, your winner. Young man, I don't know how you do it, but you continue to do it. First of all, we'll talk about the end of your round today. How did you bounce back from that double at 17 to do what you did here right on this 18th green?
I was happy 18 was a par 5, first and foremost. And I put a drive right where I wanted to, and Michael said, you know, you've hit the shot before this week already, so just swing smooth, get it on up there. It's a perfect club. I got a nice little bounce off the side, and 2 putts later, I didn't think it was good enough, but man, I couldn't be more happy right now.
You talked about Michael Greller. I'm sure most in the audience know this. You have a local on your bag, Michael Greller from Gig Harbor. How about that local knowledge, and what has he meant to you beyond this U.S. Open as you really launch into your career?
He's my right-hand man. He's the guy, he's the only other guy that can control the outcome of what I do on the course. And I owe everything that we've done, it's been as a team. And to come here and win this one for him when he lives right there, it's really special. And I know it's close to his heart. He got married here, and what a special moment that we could have in that 10th there, being U.S. Open champions.
Yeah, and you are the youngest to win it since Bob Jones in 1923. I mean, I can keep throwing these stats at you. All right, we talk about the Grand Slam. Everybody talked about the career Grand Slam for Phil coming in. You have a chance now. Winner at the Masters, winner at the U.S. Open. You could win the Grand Slam this year. British Open coming up at St. Andrews. I guess we're getting ahead of ourselves. You're not even celebrating this yet, but talk about it a bit.
Yeah, to go to the home of golf in the next tournament, that's the sole focus. I'm not going to look past that, but you can't win them all unless you win the first 2, I guess. So we're going to go. Yeah, we're going to go to St. Andrews looking for the claret jug, and I believe that we'll be able to get it done if we get the right prep in.
All right, 2 more questions for you. First of all, you told me when we met back at the Memorial what this would mean to you to present your dad, Sean, with a U.S. Open championship trophy here on Father's Day. Your family seems so important to you and grounds you and is there for you. I know your parents are both here. Your mom, Chris. Talk about them.
They're everything to me. To have my whole family here. My little sister Ellie's at home, but to win this tournament on Father's Day, I just hope my dad's proud of me, and he's the one who got me started playing the game. He's the reason that I'm here right now, my entire family. So, Dad, this one was definitely for you today. This this trophy's for you, and this will be a day we'll never forget.
And the last question. You want to throw your brother's name out there too?
Sure, Steven, yes. I'm Steven Spieth's brother.
This is Jordan, U.S. Open champ, also known as Steven Spieth's brother. Last question, and I think it's important to ask you in front of this crowd here at the 18th. So much talk about the U.S. Open being played here at Chambers Bay. So much talk about this golf course, about the architecture, about the greens. You survived it. You're the winner. What did you think about having the U.S. Open here in the Pacific Northwest?
We were joking about, we could certainly tell why the NFL teams don't like to come to Seattle to play. These fans are awesome. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's to have them on our side this week and to hear the crowd screaming for us from Thursday afternoon on, and hearing the support that Michael had as well. I felt like we were crowd favorites, and they certainly helped get this job done, and I really appreciate it, everybody. Thank you.
These fans should be really proud. You, young man, should be really proud. Congratulations.
Thanks, Joe.
That is your U.S. Open champion, the 115th U.S. Open champion. Last round of applause right here for him, Jordan Spieth, ladies and gentlemen.